Israel Gaza Iran War News Live Update. The Israeli bombings on Gaza have reached Iran's ears. Tel Aviv, June 9, IANS, spokesperson for Iran's foreign ministry Nasser Kanani has harshly denounced the Israeli bombings that killed scores of people in the Nuseirat camp in the Gaza Strip. The ministry issued a statement on Saturday in which Kanani condemned the Israeli attacks, calling them a horrendous and horrific crime that had resulted in the deaths of hundreds of Palestinian people. The spokesman claimed that 8 months of war crimes and violations of all international laws and regulations as well as international humanitarian law by Israel in Gaza led to the crime that Israel committed, which was a result of the inaction of governments and relevant international organizations. According to the Xinhua news agency, he placed the responsibility for arming Israel and supporting its offensive on the United States and some European countries. Israeli airstrikes in central Gaza on Saturday killed at least 210 Palestinians and injured over 400 more. Xinhua spoke with Khalil al-Dakran, director of Al-Aqsa Hospital in Deir al-Balah City, central Gaza, who verified to the news agency that the heavy Israeli bombing of the Nuseirat camp and the city had delivered many wounded Palestinians to the hospital, including some proven dead. Following an extraordinary attack on Israeli cities adjacent to the Strip by Hamas on October 7, 2023, which killed approximately 1,200 people, the Israeli army began a large-scale offensive against Gaza. As of Saturday's update by Gaza's health authorities, the Palestinian death toll from the continuing Israeli attacks in the territory has climbed to 36,801, with 83,680 Palestinians injured. On Saturday, during an operation in Gaza, Israel announced that it had rescued 4 hostages. Israeli operations in the rescue area have killed 210 Palestinians, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. According to Doctors Without Borders, the Al-Aqsa Hospital is holding a back-to-back mass casualties situation. Throughout the Israeli-Gaza conflict, the international organization, also known as MSF, has been providing assistance to medical personnel in Gaza. According to X's postings this morning, the Central Gaza Hospital is treating an overwhelming number of seriously injured patients after heavy airstrikes by Israeli forces earlier. Al-Aqsa is a living nightmare. Organizational coordinator Samuel Yohan reported back-to-back major casualties due to bombings of heavily populated areas in Gaza. Without the little resources we have, it's insurmountable, even for a working hospital. Chris Hook, another employee, stated that physicians were caring for patients with a number of serious open fractures and a number of toddlers who were unconscious. And spokesman for the Israel Defense Forces issued a video statement outlining the circumstances behind the rescue of 4 Israeli hostages from Hamas captivity as the news spread. Shlomi Ziv, 40, Andrei Kozlov, 27, Noah Argamani, 25, and Elmig Meir Jan, 21, all spent 246 days shackled in Gaza. Their safe return was the consequence of his complex mission, according to Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari. In order to rescue Israeli hostages, this is what we do, we risk our lives, he continued.